Hello. This quick computer voiced video is to discuss about the controversy of who to vote for in the upcoming 4th June European elections. I would just like to remind to all of that the reason I am not showing my face or speaking in my real voice is because I do not want to be involved in any personal or political attacks by users who may disagree with my views. I am just here to create a video and no more, and I do not have time to argue with left-wing arseholes. The other reason is that this will undoubtedly reflect the views of the majority of people in Britain. Well, I have spent a lot of my spare breaks on YouTube and the BBC News regarding the uprising of the British National Party. At one time there were not many attack videos about this party being a bunch of racist Nazis, but now it seems there are a lot of these videos starting to pop up on the search results after the success of the BNP activists posting their flyers through doors throughout Britain. It makes me sick to see videos by these far-left extremist arseholes who are dictating every fucking person to not vote for the BNP. I would just like to personally say to you particular users, fuck you. You have no right to tell anyone out there who to vote. So what if you personally think that the BNP are racist? That does not mean that you should force every other person not to vote for them. If one is willing to vote for the British National Party, then one should do so. I am sick and tired of motherfuckers like you acting like the communists you are and telling people to vote for other parties like UKIP, the Green Party or the complete corrupt Lidlab Khan. Nobody cares about you burning your copy of a BNP flyer and flushing it down the toilet. A video like that is pathetic. That will not influence real British people to do the same. And besides, when you burn material, you are creating emissions. So much for a greener future, eh? You are complete wankers. The only reason you are doing this is because you know fine well that the British National Party is becoming more powerful than you think. Keep shitting bricks, because Nick Griffin and his candidates will be there kicking arses of the Lidlab Khan as well as other parties like UKIP. There is nothing you can do about it. You may as well sit back on your lazy idle arses, listen to your shitty music, smoking your imported crack, and watch the Lidlab Khan get even more humiliated every single day. I am so glad that the liberal elite is finally getting penalized for their greedy stealing of hard-working class money. Throughout my life I have refused to vote for these bastards, because I knew way longer before that they are greedy cunts, and I am simply amazed that the country is finally starting to realize who the real traitors are. Thank fucking goodness we had people like Enoch Powell and patriotic organizations like the BNP, otherwise we wouldn't be here talking. We would have been murdered by extremist Muslims who want to do so sick stuff such as legalizing pedophilia, groom women of different religions, and cause major terror throughout different communities. For fuck's sake. Those liberal politicians who say that we live in a wonderful multicultural society should be shot dead at point-blank range. They are completely out of their minds, but that ain't surprising from people who just care about having too much money in their pockets so that they can spend it on worthless things like a second home, diamond-crafted bath plugs, cocaine, or taking a trip to Las Vegas and enjoying themselves fucking dirty American hookers. Yeah, maybe I'm exaggerating there, but that's how I feel about these motherfuckers. Anyway, getting back to the point. You left-wing extremist bastards should back off telling people who to vote. Everyone is entitled to vote whoever they want. It's motherfuckers like you who cause people to end up not voting for anyone, which unfortunately is cowardly insane. If it wasn't for bastards like you, people would be more comfortable to vote for patriotic parties. After all, the BNP is a legitimate party and the London Assembly has a BNP member. So can you tell me exactly why should nobody vote for the BNP? I can smell your idiotic answer. I hear you say, because they are far-right racist Nazis who admire Hitler and want to kill all niggers, Jews and any other race which is not white. Ha 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 ha, you make me fucking laugh. If that was their policy, then there would indeed be a World War III, because that would involve extermination of all non-white people throughout the world. The British National Party are not here to do that like the German Nazis tried to do that in the Second World War, as well as the European Union who are trying to do that today, being on the economic side instead of ethnical. From your idiotic knowledge, does that mean that the BNP would also keep white Eastern European illegal immigrants like Polish, Russians and Lithuanians? You need to read their policies more carefully. The fact is that all illegal immigrants, whether they are black, white, yellow, green, orange, etc., should be deported back to their country of origin, because they have no right to live off the claims that have been paid by us hard-working British citizens, and that they've used their claim like fucking retards with, that is, spending so much on booze, drugs, gun crime, prostitution, frauding, and causing as much poverty on our streets as possible, enough to make real hard-working people depressed enough to commit suicide. Yeah, I bet that's what you want all of us to do, commit suicide. That clearly shows that you are sick murdering bastards yourselves. Not physically, but mentally. I don't give a fuck if you start yelling to me about their own contest about members from the National Front and other real far-right parties. The fact is that the British National Party has changed dramatically throughout the last few years that I have known them via the internet. To those of you who are not left-wing bastards and think the BNP should have a voice, please be aware of the following YouTube users. BNP Info. CY2290. Operation Fightback. Nazi defected to UAF. BNP Nasty. Turn left smash right 88. Fightback UK. British Asians. Save the Mockingbirds. Yachty. Against BNP. BNP RKKK. The Scum Whisperer. There are a few more out there on YouTube, but the ones mentioned are the most active, where some of these are too scared to communicate with patriots, that is, they have channel comments disabled. Big bunch of jealous pussies, I reckon. The only pussy they will get close to is a 13-year-old Muslim, those dirty pedophiles. Just kidding. I'm not a sick fuck like these dickheads are. Anyway, I think I've said enough, because quite frankly I don't have time to argue about this shit anymore. My advice to everyone out there: vote whoever you think is best to make Britain great again. Don't take advice from anyone who is extreme at some degree, just like those users that I have identified. If you are too scared to vote for the BNP, that's fine, but please, don't think that the BNP members will start murdering ethnic minorities if they ever do win the election and gain seats. To be honest, I am pretty much sick and tired of the amount of murders that have been recorded in our country, none of which are done by any BNP activists or supporters. I am also completely sick and tired of this political correctness bullshit, Muslim extremism, being watched by CCTV through your fucking toilet, and having our identity details exposed as much as possible via pointless EU cards, and so on. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I hate the European Union. The EU, along with Islam, is the black hole to human extinction. Now, if the results turn out that the BNP doesn't win, that does not mean that I will be ashamed of what I have said on this entire video. None of us can predict who will win the election, and you can't change the past. Basically, I am giving my views, and that those views will never change, even if the BNP don't get seats. But personally, I don't think that's gonna happen, because I believe the BNP are going to kick arses and get seats one way and another. Now you probably wonder, do I vote for them? Well, to your surprise, I am actually not voting for anyone, because I am sick and tired of being confronted by family, friends and other people on who I should vote for. I am just going to sit back and see what happens. However, there is one thing I will say. Even if the BNP has had huge history of exploitation from the media, whether they are lies or not, I still think that the BNP should be allowed to be voted since they are a legitimate party. That is all. Goodbye, and peace. P.S. If any of you are uncomfortable about the language I used in this video, I am sorry, but that's what these left-wing extremists want to hear. It's time to face the truth, people. Vote for loyalty.